I'll do it down the equalizer, maybe get it smoothed out some. Is that you, Cliff? W5PIX, you're very light on the Utah SCR. Go ahead. W5PIX, W5OG.
Oh, righty, well, I can't do anything about being any lighter. But, I'm listening to all three of you right now. I'm in Lancaster, Texas, here, over.
Okay, well, we know where Lampasas is. You're right in the heart of Texas there. Mighty fine, Cliff. Well, we got you on the list.
Roger that. You're
K1BOB, W4PUO.
I need to get somebody out there to tell Lee that K1BOB is not going to be on today. Yeah, I'll have the net. W5OG. Let's see, Bill, W2WLD. Are you hearing me this morning, Bill?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Would you give W4PUO a call and let him know that Bob is not going to be on the net today, and that I've got the net. And I'll use you to, if you can hear him, it's a relay there, Bill. W2WLD. Good morning, Bill. W5OG.
Yeah, good morning. Will do. Break W4PUO, W2WLD.
Yeah, good morning, Bill. W2WLD, W4PUO. Just copied a little bit of that. I guess Bob's not on, and Dale's taking the net. Is that a QSL?
Yeah, that's affirmative. And he can use me to relay you in. You're an S9 in here, Lee. We'll see how that works out. Over.
You're 5-9 also, Bill. Thank you. Now I'll be standing by.
Sounds like somebody's testing their jammer.
Sounds like a 120 cycle hum. W5PIX, KG5PT, go track them down. Well, good morning, Cliff.
Well, good morning, KG5PT, W5PIX.
K4YDB, W5OG. Yeah, good morning, Charlie. Did you get the question of the day all okay? All right, well, appreciate it very much. Thank you. And NX6RG, good morning, Bob. Thank you for the question there. Yes, Bob is not quite on yet. He showed up on the list. Are you there this morning, Bob? NX6RG, W5OG. Sounds like that jammer is building up in intensity there. It's up to an S7 here with my local receiver. What did you say, Cliff, about Utah 2? I can't make out what he's saying. NX6RG, are you there, Bob? W5OG. Yeah, a little test. Test.
Hello, Radio 111. Hello, Radio 1212.
This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. The Air Force's Flyers Club Net will commence on this frequency in 5 minutes. NX6RG. Bob, are you there? W5OG. NX6RG, W5OG.
W5OG,
Yeah, I hear you fine, Bob. Thank you for the question. I have one question for you. I'll let you give the answer, but let me. Are the answers matched? In other words, if you pick A, you would pick A in the second in the bonus question there, Bob.
I didn't deliberately match the answers. I didn't deliberately match it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, and I wondered about that. I think that. Well, I won't talk any more about it. Then we'll leave it up to the group to figure that out there, Bob. Thank you for the question.
Okay, very good, Dale. NXXRG, standing by for the next.
WA6LJS, John, are you hearing me? W5OG?
Yeah, you're coming through nicely. About 10 over 9. W5OG, WA6LJS.
Yeah, I'm using my Radio Sport headset this morning and trying something a bit different, and so the audio is a little off yet, I think. Hopefully it'll be satisfactory where people can understand me. I'm doing the net today for Bob. He has a problem. He took a fall, and anyway, he's not able to do the net, so I'm going to have to. Anyway, Lynn texted me last night or yesterday afternoon, said that he had had a problem, so I'm going to do the net. Would you bring in, watch for Don, K0ZNC, John, WA6LJS, W5OG.
Yeah, QSL. I'll be glad to bring in Don. I'll watch for him there. I'll get Echo Link on. I just put my amplifier on. The first transmission, it was off, so I should be a little bit better. But yeah, no problem. I'll do that. W5OG, WA6LJS.
Yeah, sounds like you still have that laryngitis cold problem there, John. Hope it's getting better.
Yeah, I'm still suffering with it. I must have caught it from my daughter and the kids when they were here. They weren't feeling too good. But I hope I feel better to do the net tomorrow.
Well, if you need somebody, let us know. No problem. We're pretty flexible. W5OG be starting the net in about 1 minute.
W5OG, W5ABI.
Go ahead, Joe.
How are you copied this morning, Dale?
You're a little over the 9 mark here. Just normal there, Joe.
Okay, thanks for the report. W5ABI, standing by for net.
Yeah, we got you on the list. All right, it is that time of the day here in the central part of the country. Makes it 10 o'clock. Time to start the Air Force's Flyers Club net. This group meets on this frequency at this time daily. I will be net control in the place of K1BOB as he's had some kind of a problem. We hope he's okay. I don't know any of his status, but hopefully we'll hear something soon. This group meets at this frequency every day of the year. Members of our group are active duty, retired, and veterans of the military, air forces from all branches. We include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, and support personnel. We also very much like to welcome visitors. You're welcome to check into the net. You don't have to have any military experience or aviation experience. Let's see. The purpose of the club is to promote fellowship between those of us radio amateurs who devoted a portion of our lives supporting the missions of our air forces. This is the control net. Contact net control. Please use the words contact, relay, info, or check in. And I'm using a new device this morning, a new microphone for me, and I'm still adjusting the audio some. So it may change throughout the net here as I continue to hopefully help you understand it a bit more. And again, my call is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. My name is Dale, Delta Alpha Lima Echo, and I'm located in small town of Mineola, Texas, about 100 miles east of Dallas out in the country. All right, so far on the list this morning, and I get the list right off of net logger there, and doing the net logging duties again is our resident expert, Leon, the N5BE. And thank you, Lee, for doing the net logging for sure. It really does help out. All right, on the list this morning, I have Uncle Cliff, W5PIX, and he is mobile this morning. And I've got Bob, W4VFW, nice call sign. And also we've got Lee, as I mentioned, N5BE. Next is James, KG5PTE. And Wild Bill, W2WLD. I've got Lee, W4PUO. And Ray, WB2JJO. And Bob, Professor Bob in X6RG, who provided me the question this morning for the group. He has a very interesting, very simple question, and he told me we were talking last evening, and I mentioned that I had the net, and he said, "Well, I've got a question." So anyway, we'll go with we'll go with Bob's question this morning. Thank you for that, Bob. Also, John is here, W7AJN, and Russ, K8, Abel Foxtrot there. Alpha Foxtrot would be better, I guess. If you're going to use one new one, you should use both of them. Anyway, K4YDB, Charlie's got the live stream going there, I assume, and he got the question up. Yeah, I haven't looked at it myself. That's why I said that, but he told me that he did, so he got it all okay.
He says we have a net in progress.
Yeah. Let's see. John, WA6LJS, doesn't W4PUO know that I'm hearing it? I'm hearing him, but he is on the list, John, if you would.
Yeah, W4PUO, WA6LJS. Dale's hearing you, no problem, and you're on the list, Lee, over.
Yeah, we got a guy tuning up on frequency. I was just trying to let him know.
Okay, well, we'll work around it some way. All right, also on the list, I got Joe, W5ABI. I've got John there, we've talked to a couple times, WA6LJS. And Mike, King, Kilo, Quebec 6 Echo. Good morning to you, Mike, and Anthem. Also, I see on the monitor list, there's a couple of new ones, KD4, UMU, Dan, and who's this other one? KQ4, Zulu Alpha, Mike. Another Dale. So we'll get Tim on the list there also, and as a couple of visitors. We'll see if they'll stick around. All right, let me take over the air check-ins. Anybody who has not checked in, and that would like to join us on the list this morning for the Air Force's Flyers Club net, members or guests, call now, W5OG. 7 Quebec Whiskey Zulu. Give me your prefix there again, over. Well, somehow I'm having trouble pulling him in. I believe it's Kilo Echo 7 Quebec Whiskey Zulu. Is that correct, over? Well, I heard you're in Utah, and that's all I got. Anybody hearing him better than I am?
Relay, it's KE7 Quebec Whiskey Zulu. I'm copying him.
What's his name, Joe?
His name is David, over.
Oh, he's a member. I see. He's number 752. David, we've got you on the list there. Thank you for calling, for checking in this morning. All right, John, WA6LJS, put a call out from the West Coast if you would. W5OG.
Wilco, this is W6LJS relaying for net control for the Monday morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. Nothing heard out here. Back to net.
Okay, thank you, John. Let's try Bill, W2WLD. Put a call out from New York, if you would, Bill. W5OG.
Wilco, Dale. This is Whiskey 2 Whiskey Lima Delta, upstate New York. Relaying for net control for the Air Forces Flyers Club Net. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, call now. No takers.
All right, well, let's move along. We'll get the question of the day here. And again, the question is provided courtesy of NX6RG. And it's a very simple question. Won't take long, and it is listed on the live stream of Charlie's YouTube there, the YouTube channel. That's K4YDB. If you'll go to YouTube and search for K4YDB and then select the live stream, you'll find it there. Very easy question of the day, very simple. What was the fastest plane tested to date? Now, as is normal, we want you to select the most correct answer from those that are given. So don't try to read anything in this. We're not talking about space planes. We're not, it's just what is the fastest plane tested to date? Is it A, the North American X-15, or B, the Rockwell X-30, or C, the Microcraft Incorporated X-43 HyperX, or is it D, the Boeing X-51 Wave Rider? Delta is the Boeing X-51 Wave Rider. Again, the question is, what is the fastest plane tested to date? And A is the North American X-15, B is the Rockwell X-30, C is the Microcraft X-43 HyperX, and answer D is the Boeing X-51 Wave Rider. And a bonus question, how fast did it go? And the answers are A, Mach 5.1, or B, Mach 6.7, answer C, Mach 9.6, and answer D is Mach 10.1. Again, the answers are as to the question, how fast did it go? And Alpha is Mach 5.1, Bravo is Mach 6.7, Charlie is Mach 9.6, and Delta is Mach 10.1. And I don't think that Lee, I think he's the only one that might have not received the question. So let me just, John, WA6LJS, would you ask Lee if he heard the question at all there over? WA6LJS, you there, John? Well, that's interesting. K4YD, yeah, you can usually get Lee. K4YDB, can you see if Lee got the question there, Charlie, over?
Oh, Roger. This is K4YDB, Lee, W4PUO. Did you get the question?
K4YDB, W4PUO. I'm looking at live stream. Thank you, Charlie.
Did you copy that down?
Yeah, he's getting it off of live stream. Is that what he said?
Roger.
Okay, great. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started then, unless anyone has any. Let me just check. Anybody have any question about the question of the day? Call now, W5OG. And there's our, I recognize that sound. That's the over-the-horizon radar there. All right, let me just check to see if there's any short timers. I didn't ask if anybody needs an early out this morning. I've got Cliff in there as a mobile. Anybody else need to be a short timer? Any short timers this morning off the list at W5OG? I don't hear anybody. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the list here. Let me start with our mobile. I don't see Don. K0ZNC is not in there. And John is watching for him on our Echolink AFFC node that we have. So we'll get started with our mobiles. Cliff, W5PIX mobile. You're up, Cliff. Good morning. W5OG.
Oh, good morning, Bill. Charlie.
Okay, Cliff, got your answer is Charlie. Mighty fine. Where are you located now, Charlie? All right. Too many Charlies. Where are you located, Cliff? Over.
Copper's Cove.
Okay, in Copper's Cove. Mighty fine. Making progress today, anyway. All right, let's move along. Got your answers, Charlie. And the answers are not necessarily matched. They may be, according to our Professor Bob. So we'll see how that turns out, but at least Cliff thinks it's Charlie. And they're matched. Not necessarily so, though. You could pick a different answer for the second question. All right, let's go to Bob, W4VFW in Tennessee. Hope you're hearing me there, Bob. You're up. Good morning, W5OG.
Hey, Dale, he checked out of the AIM window some time ago, but I kept him in there just in case.
What was that, Lee?
He checked out in the AIM window some time ago, but I kept him in there just in case he was lingering.
Okay, mighty fine. Something happened to the volume on my SCR, but now I got you. All right, let's see. That would make you next there, Lee, in 5BE. So for those that are struggling with a question, this will be a good input for you there. Go ahead, Lee. Good morning. Thanks for doing the net logging and helping me this morning. W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG and 5BE. I warned you a couple of days ago, don't follow me. I love this question, and it brought back some memories. I had an uncle out in L.A. who worked for TRW, and he could collect a lot of aviation stuff for this young, aspiring aviation enthusiast in New England, and he'd come and visit sometimes. And one of the things he brought me was a magazine that North American Aviation had produced on the X-15. I think I still have that at my parents' house. I wish I had it today. That's a well-thumbed document. And then later, much later, when I was going to college in Los Angeles after I got out of the Army, I would go around to the aviation plants. And North American, of course, had their plant right there at LAX. Not there anymore, but I felt I was on hollowed ground. I also did the rounds at Burbank, the Lockheed plant in Burbank. Now, I have to say, you could see some interesting things at these facilities just laying out there in the backyard. That's all I'm going to say. So on this one, I wanted to jump on the X15, and Bob, well played. That is, oh, you almost got me. So I noticed that it didn't say manned airplane. So I think that might be a hint. So I'm going to go Bravo Charlie, but the X-15 sure was tantalizing. Oh, my gosh. So well done there. All right, Dale, that's it. I'm going Bravo Charlie, and we'll see how that plays out. W5OG N5BE.
All right, very finely. Like I said, now he sent me the question. He did not give me the answers, so we'll see how it turns out here. Mighty finely. Let's go to James, KG5PTE. Now you're up, James. W5OG.
W5OG, KG5PT. Well, good net there, Dale, and thanks for running it. Yeah, we got that over the horizon radar out there today, but we'll get through it. And I'm looking at the question on Charlie's live stream here. I'm going to Charlie myself. I'm going to go with that X43 Hyper X, and I'm going to go Mach 9.6. I think that's the right question. I do like Leon's question. And Leon, I may be getting a hold of you tomorrow night or tomorrow evening for a question, because I haven't come up with anything for tomorrow night's 40-meter net. But if I don't, I'll let you know. I may need some help here. I'm scratching my head for a question for tomorrow night's net. So if I don't come up with something, I might be leaning toward you, Leon. So with that, I appreciate you running the net for Bob, and I hope he's doing okay. And we'll check back with you on the 73 round. W5OG KG5PT.
All right, fine, James. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not getting the enough audio. And it says it wasn't a problem at the start of the net, but now I'm having difficulty with the audio settings. I guess it's between my new. Actually, it's not a new headset, but it's new to be used on the net. So anyway, we'll see how it turns out. But I'm struggling with getting enough audio out of the Utah SDR for some reason. All right, let's go to Bill, W2WLD. Good morning again, Bill. You're up, W5OG.
Good morning, all. Good morning, Dale. Propagation, I'll call it fair today. And Dale, your audio sounds fine. If you hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't think it was any different. So that storm remnant went flying through here last night. Most of the heavy stuff went north of us, so we just got some rain. And but boy, you look around the country, a lot of suffering out there. As far as the question, I don't know enough about these fast aircraft to know whether the fact that it was not listed in the question, whether it's manned or unmanned. Lee pointed that out. I don't know if that's significant or not, but so you know what they say, when in doubt. Give me a couple of Charlies, Dale. W5OG, W2WLD.
Okay. All right, Bill, we'll get you down Charlie there. All right, let's go to Lee. He's a man that should be checked out on these fast airplanes. He's our resident SR-71 driver. If any of you that are listening this morning don't realize that. So we're very happy to have him as part of our group. But don't pay much attention to what he says. He might not have the right answer necessarily. All right, W4PUO, you're up, and I may need somebody to relay him in. And John, if you're there, WA6LJS, if you could bring in Lee for us. W5OG.
Yeah, W4PUO, you're up, Lee, WA6LJS relay.
Thank you for the relay, John. WA6LJS. Net control, W5OG, and this is W4PUO, Belleville, Texas. We have a wonderful, pretty day here, clear skies and shirt sleeve temperatures, and I'm out in my shirt sleeves, and it's still outdoor work today for me. Got a little short walk in this morning, so I'm trying to take advantage of these beautiful days. Well, I can't remember much about the fast airplane business except what was going on way back when. I'm going to say the Bell X-15 is probably the fastest. And I don't know if it still holds the record or not, but I'm going to go with Alpha, and I think Bravo for the speed. Yeah, I think I'll go Alpha and Bravo, and we'll see how that turns out. It's good to hear everybody this morning. And Dale, I'm sorry, I'm hearing you in there, but I just can't copy. So that's the story. So thanks for bringing me in. WA6LJS Relay, W4PUO.
Tell him I got it there, John. He got you, Lee.
Okay.
All right, got Lee as Alpha and Bravo. Let's move along to Ray. WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. You're up, W5OG.
Good morning, Dale. W5OG from WB2JJO. Well, I'll tell you what, we have a pretty good net this morning. We've got 57 degrees and cloudy, and yesterday we racked up 2.5 inches of rain. 2.5 inches of rain. It was really interesting here. We had one heck of a light show last night also. But anyway, it's waiting for drying out, and that's the story over here on this side here, Dale. And I was just wondering what the story was on Bob there, K1BOB. Obviously, nobody has an answer, but I'm hoping that he's okay for sure. The answer to the question, well, I'll tell you what, I haven't got a clue. So usually on this net, if you don't know the answer, you Charlie out. So it's a Charlie for me, sir. Charlie on the answer, and we'll see where that takes me. So Dale, you got a real good signal. I'm hearing you on the radio. You're a good solid S7 here, as usual. That what you call cubicle quad of yours is really working fine for us. So back to you, sir. W5OG, WB2JJL.
Okay, fine, Ray. Yeah, solid copy on the SCR and locally here, so no worries there. And let's see, did we get, Charlie. All right, let's go to Bob. I'll let you, I'll come in for your comments, and then you can wait on giving us the answer till the end. NX6RG, thanks again, Bob, for the question. W5OG.
Okay, good morning, Dale. W5OG. This is NX6RG. We got kind of a rainy day here in Northern California. I'm not complaining. We can use the rain. And but anyway, I'm on battery power right now, so I'm not going to let the linear stay on too long here. Anyway, glad you enjoyed the question, and I'll have some comments at the end on the choices that weren't right as well. So back to you, W5OG, NX6RG.
Okay, Bob, mighty fine, and again, thank you for stepping up with a quick question there. And it's a good question, I like this question. Anyway, let's go to John, W7AJN in Peoria. How are the ladies there, John? You're up, W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Good morning, Dale. Good morning to all the flyers out there on net. It is a cloudy day here in Peoria, where we currently have 58 degrees, going up to 80 today. So, short street weather again here. Let's see, Michaela got back from San Francisco last night, yesterday afternoon. And she was over here last evening and telling us all about what she did out there. And she had a great time with her best friend out there. So they drove around L.A. to San Francisco and points in between. So they had a great time. And let's see, wife is getting a little bit better. The UCI is gone now, and hoping and praying that it doesn't come back like it did before. So open on that one. Otherwise, Susan's doing pretty well. Still on oxygen. That's probably going to be another couple of months before that is resolved. But doctors are very hopeful that she'll be able to get off of the oxygen in a month or two. So that's looking good. Otherwise, the rest of the family's doing fine. Let's see. On your question, Mike's question. Let's see. I'm going to go with Charlie and Charlie. Those are my answers. C and C. Even knowing that they're not matched, still going to go with Charlie. So that's what I got here this morning, and I'll be here till the bottom. W5OG, W7AJN.
Okay, W7AJN, W5OG. I don't know why I've got so much compression here. I'm not added any. Yeah, it must be this microphone. Anyway, I'm using a different mic, as I mentioned earlier. It's the Radio Sport headset. It's one I normally use when I'm remote up in South Dakota. But I'm using it on the home station here today, just for flexibility. I can have the ability to plug the audio from the SDR directly into my headset, and I kind of like that for this. So I thought I would try it this morning, and it's working out well so far, I think. Except I'm still working on the audio. It's not exactly right yet. But John, mighty fine on the ladies and on Michaela, and I'm glad to hear that she's out enjoying life and that she visited her friend there in San Francisco. That's wonderful. All right, let's go to Russ. K8 Abel Foxtrot there. Russ, good morning to you. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG K8AF. Good morning, everybody. And Ellen's got a really good signal today. And Dale, you're booming into Central Washington. Really nice, beautiful day here. Sunny skies. It's still in the upper 20s, but it's going to warm up nicely. And we had a nice early St. Patrick's Day yesterday. My daughter-in-law had us all over, so I went over, and my daughter and her family, and we're all hooked up with my son's family, so we had 10 grandkids, all under the age of 8, and that was a lot of fun. And we've let them play, and the adults got to play a couple of board games, and then she made a great meal of corned beef and all the trimming, so she's an excellent cook. So we had a good time with that. For the answer, I think I'm going to go with Charlie. It's the longest answer, and those seem to be the best. And I looked at the question. I don't think you made a distinction between manned or unmanned. So I'll go with Charlie. And you got really good audio, Dale. Good signal today. W5OG K8AF.
Okay, Russ. Well, thank you for that comment. And like I mentioned, it's you picked the best of the available answers there, Russ. And I think you figured it out there. And don't read anything into the question. It's just the fastest plane. Period. So, all right, let's move along. Go to Charlie, K4YDB. Good morning, Charlie. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Dale. Morning to all the flyers out there and visitors that we have. Let's see what's going on over here today. Right now, it is currently 48 degrees. We're not supposed to get out of the 60s today, and tomorrow's going to be another cool day, too. Matter of fact, we're going to be close to freezing tomorrow night is what they're saying. Wind is blowing slightly out here, so it's not very comfortable because the leaves are blowing everywhere and just stirring up all the pollen. But anyway, I've got therapy again today, and it should be my last one unless they want to put in some more. And then Wednesday, I go see the doctor about my shoulder to see what other options I may have. It depends on what the report comes in from the lady that did the therapy. But conditions are not that bad here. I'm hearing just about everybody so far. No problem at all. But as far as the question goes, I don't want to be a Charlie again. I lived with Charlie all my life. Let's see. I'm gonna back up lead W4PUO Alpha Bravo. Give me something different. Anyway, turn it back to you, Dale. W5OG K4YDB. I'm back to net.
All right, Charlie. Alpha Bravo it is, and let's go to Joe, W5ABI in Las Cruces. Good morning again, Joe. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG, W5ABI. Good morning, Dale. Good morning to the rest of the Flyers. Thanks for running the net. Beautiful day here in Las Cruces. A few wispy clouds, but pretty clear. No wind. We're getting a day of grace here, I hope. Supposed to start up again tomorrow. So, boy, I'll tell you, kind of hard to work outside in that high wind. Anyhow, let me see. Hold on. Boy, currently it's 44, going up to 80, so pretty warm. On the question, seriously. I'm going to go with Charlie. We'll be here at the bottom. W5OG, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, yeah, good signal again this morning. You're over the 9 mark with me, and your amplifier sounds very nice. All right, let's go to John, WA6LJS. Thanks for the help, John. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, thanks, Dale. W5OG, this is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Pretty good conditions out west. I'm hearing everybody locally so far. Had a little bit trouble with Clifford there, but he was just breaking the noise here locally. Well, let's see. It's 50 degrees, very overcast. We're supposed to have some more intermittent light showers here. So far it's dry now, but I would say in the next couple days there's some more storm coming through, and then it's going to really get warm and get really nice toward the end of the week there. Let me see. According to as far as the question goes, I'm going to go with Charlie, the X43 as the fastest, and then I'm going to pick the most illogical answer, Delta 10.1. It's hard to believe that something can go that fast. I think Mach 10.1 is about 7,600 miles per hour. So that's what I'm going to choose. So put me down for Charlie and Delta. We'll see how that works out. Back to you, Dale. W5OG, WA6LJS.
All right, John. Charlie and Delta it is. And we'll move along. Yeah, it's too bad. I was just thinking, it's too bad that KF7GJO is not here this morning. He'd love this question, wouldn't he? He's included all these tests and the fast airplanes in his books that he's written. And they're very enjoyable, by the way, those of you that might not have read some of his books. All right, Mike, KQ6E. Good morning, Mike. You're up, W5OG.
W5OG, and it is KQ6. They say another wonderful day in paradise. 57 degrees right now, a little bit of clouds here. This morning we're going up to 75 or 76 degrees up here in Anthem. So shouldn't be too bad. Should be a very nice day again. And I'm sure the spring training folks are just happy to be watching a little baseball and nice weather. So especially those folks from north. So I can't complain. My wife is doing well, and John with Susan and the UTIs, we've been dealing with the same thing, and it's craziness. So I hope Susan is doing well and moving right along. Will is doing well and improving daily. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed for things keep improving and getting better. So anyway, on the Leon with the talking about that, I was doing some photography work over there and looking at their junk pile there behind the wind tunnel there in Santa Ames. You see some amazing stuff sitting back there in the junk pile. They got a big clean off area back there, fenced off area, and a lot of the stuff that they've been working interesting to see when they stick in your window. I'm guessing that it's the F-43. It didn't say man direct hand, so I'm going to go with the Lemming and say Charlie on the question. So anyway, good to hear everybody this morning. Like I say, hearing everybody except the usual suspects, but doing well. So W5OG in the group, K26E.
All right. Mighty fine, Mike. Must be something in the water maybe out there. Oh, man. Well, I hope your wife gets better and clear of all those problems there, Mike. And you, too. Keep your health up there. All right, let's see. We got a visitor here. Let me see if he's still around. I don't think he's checked out. Let me check. No, he still indicates that he's there. Kilo Delta 4 uniform, Mike uniform, Dan in Shepherdsville, not too far from Louisville there. We know where that is, Dan. You're up, W5OG.
Oh, very good, Dale. W5OG from KD4UMU. Actually, right here on the north edge of Fort Knox, which is, of course, southwest of Louisville here. And we are west of the town of Shepherdsville. We're just up in the hills over here. Anyway, good morning to all. Air Force involvement, Air Force and Navy did both branches and got to work on several of the aircraft down at Yuma, Arizona when I was down there, and I was a maintainer down there. Structural maintenance. I was in the Navy. And, of course, you know, Navy on the Marine Corps Air Station. Don't know why I was there, but I was certainly there. Anyway, got to work on the A4 Skyhawks, the F4Js and S's, and the AV-8A British model Harriers down there. And then, of course, left there and went to Shaw Air Force Base, South Carolina. Got to work on a fantastic aircraft down there, the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Just a fantastic airframe. And also got to work on some of the Air Force F-4s, and they had some OV-10s and all kinds of different hosts of different aircraft we got to work on just occasionally, but mainly the F-16s and the F-4s. And then left there, went to Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico, and of course I was working on the F-117A stealth fighter down there, and that was a very interesting aircraft to work on. Ultimately wound up last 5 years down there operating a ground-based radar to check the health of that coating sitting on the ground on those aircraft. So and, you know, just a maintenance diagnostic tool. So you know, when you're looking at it and it has something that's not supposed to, you could point at it and tell the maintainers out there on the flight line, hey, can you rework this area? So that was very, very neat, interesting work, and glad we got the opportunity to do that. And anyway, I guess my answer would be Charlie as well on the question for the day. And also, I have a question for John in Las Cruces, W5ABI. And the question for John down there, see if he is familiar with this at all, is the mini track antenna still at the golf course there at Las Cruces? Anyway, that's all we got, Dave. We'll send it back to you. W5OG from KD4UMU, Dan in Shepherdsville, Kentucky.
All right, Dan, mighty fine, very interesting. Thank you for your service, and a very interesting service it is. You need to check out our website, Dan, airforcesflyersclub.org. I hope I mentioned that in the preamble. You know, thinking back on it now, maybe I missed that. Anyway, for those of you that didn't get it, we have a website. It's Air Forces, plural, Flyers, plural, club.org. And Dan, there is an online application. You obviously are very qualified to become a member. We'd love to have you join us and be a regular attendee here on our nets that we have every day. And very interesting about, I've played golf at that golf course there in Las Cruces. As a matter of fact, I don't remember any radar antenna that was out of the ordinary. But we'll ask Joe. It's W5ABI. His name is Joe there, and we'll ask him just here in a second, Dan. But an let me ask you, I think wasn't Elon Musk going to come and inventory the gold in Fort Knox? Did that ever happen, Dan? Do you know? Over.
I do not know, but we can all hope that either is going to happen or has happened.
All right. Well, and I hope he finds that it's all still there. That's the important thing. Dan, you have a great signal with me. What are you running, if you don't mind? Over.
Okay, it's a Flex 3K Commander amplifier, and it's fed out to a log of periodic antenna, Tango 8. So that's the working conditions on this in there. Over.
Okay, fine. You're using a Flex 3000?
Yes, it's the Flex 3000. I've been running this thing for, 10, 15 years now, and it just keeps on working, so I keep using it.
Yeah, they're great radios. I have a Flex 5000, as a matter of fact. I'm not using it now, but I do have one. Anyway, mighty fine, Dan, and thanks again for checking in. We'll move along, but again, check out our website. Let's see. Let me ask you, since you asked the question of Joe, W5ABI, do you know what the mini track radar at the golf course there, do you know anything about that, Joe, W5ABI, W5OG?
What golf course you're talking about? There's about 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, it's a mini track used in the old Vanguard days for tracking the Vanguard satellite.
I haven't seen one, and I've played all 3 courses, so I haven't seen that antenna.
Okay. Well, I hear stories that it had been removed, but it was, in fact, in place there at the golf course, right on the edge there. It had been there, probably, I know that it was definitely there about 25 years ago, so I think they've since moved it out. Anyway, hey, thanks for the response anyway. KD4UMU.
All right, Dan, mighty fine. Okay, let's move along to another guest here. Oh, no, I'm sorry, David. I had trouble hearing you, David. But let me see if you're there now. KE7QWZ, your member number 752. Thank you for being there this morning. And you're up, David. What do you have for our net? KE7QWZ, W5OG. Dave, what is your QTH? Where are you located over? Yeah, it comes up from QRZ in Washington, but I did hear that you were in California. So anyway, I was hearing you fine that time, so no worries. And 7-3 to you. Glad that you could join us this morning there, Dave. 7-3 for now. All right, let's try November 0 Sierra Oscar Papa. If you're there, you're up for, what do you have for our, it says he's offline. Disregard that. I think we'll move along. Let's go to Art, WX7 Lima Lima. Art, you're up. Good morning, W5OG. Charlie for you, and yeah, I'm hearing you. Not real strong this morning, though, Art, but I got you. All right, let's go to Bob in Longview, Washington, W7ASH. Good morning, Bob. You're up to W5OG. right, Bob, I think you turned it back there. You faded out just a little right at the end there, but we did get your answer. Is Charlie. And we'll take that and move along. Let's go to my younger brother, Brian, back in from all his appointments this morning. So we're glad you could join us, Brian. WB5DRI, you're up. W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG and the net. This is WB5DRI down here in San Antonio. Well, good morning, Dale, and good morning to all the flyers and to the net, and love to you and Carolyn there, Dale. And yeah, I'm back from my wife's appointments. She had, they were all in one place, but she had a whole bunch of them. It's in like 3 or 4. Well, it wasn't 4. I think it was more like 2 or 3. But anyway, she had some extensive appointments. We started out at 7 o'clock this morning, and we just got back a few minutes ago. And I had stopped to get something for us to eat on the way back, and so we had breakfast then. But anyway, glad I was able to hear part of the net and get in on the net here. Good to hear everybody this morning. Seems like there's pretty good conditions on the band. We're nice and warm here in San Antonio. Well, it's actually a little cooler right now. We started out at 46, and we're only up to the high 60s right now, about 67, I think, and we're only supposed to get up to about 83 today. So ideal temperature pretty much on the weather here. Anyway, on the questions, Dale, I'm going to go, great questions there from Bob. I think you said NX6RG. I'm going to go Charlie and see how that comes out. 10.1 seems a little fast for me, but it may be Charlie Delta, but I'll go Charlie and see. I'm sure I'm going to learn some more about these airplanes or these aircraft this morning. So anyway, thanks for getting me in there, and thanks for doing the net this morning for Bob. I hope he's doing well. And I hope everybody out there today is also doing well. Back to you, Dale. W5OG, WB5DRI, back to net. Good morning, everybody.
Okay, Brian, mighty fine. I got your answer, Charlie. And glad that you are back in time for the net there, for sure. And we did that Friday. We bounced around between a couple of different appointments on the same day down in Tyler, and had to move from one to the other. You know, it was halfway across town. But we got it all in and had a nice lunch, and that made it into a relatively comfortable day. All right, let's move along. We got visitor Steve. He's been in here before with us. Good morning to you there, Steve, and from Gatesville, Texas, not too far from Belton, where James lives, and very instrumental in the Heart of Texas gang down there. NU5D, good morning, Steve, and you're up. Glad you could join us. W5OG. NU5D, are you there, Steve? Oh, it says he's offline. I guess he had to leave there. Sorry, I should have brought him in earlier, I guess. And but I'm sure I could hear him if he was there. So anyway, mighty fine. Let's move along, and let's see. That's the bottom of the list. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Did I miss anybody on the initial trip through the list? Call now, W5OG. All right, I don't hear anybody. All right, let's take care of the question. Thank you again there, Bob, for a very interesting question. I'm going to go to you. I think most folks can hear you, and I'll relay through the middle of the country here in case they perhaps don't hear you, but we'll see what the answer is to this intriguing question. NX6RG, go ahead, Bob. Give us the answer. W5OG.
Okay, Dale. W5OG. This is NX6RG. Well, let me just go down through the answers there. Answer Alpha, the North American X-15, was built in the 1950s. It was, of course, rocket-powered. It achieved a maximum speed of Mach 6.7.
And so if you were thinking of a manned airplane and you paired A and B, give yourself at least some partial credit. However, the question didn't state that it was a manned aircraft. So answer Bravo was the Rockwell X-30, and that was built during the Reagan administration as an advanced technology demonstrator by DARPA. It never flew, however. But it was a crucial design, and as we'll see in a minute, Answer Delta, the Boeing X-51 Wave Rider, was exploring hypersonic flight with a scramjet engine. It achieved a maximum speed of Mach 5.1. But the answer I was looking for was the X-43. And the X-43 was a scaled-down version of the X-30. And it was built by a small company called Microcraft. And it did have a scramjet engine. And it was mounted on the nose of a Pegasus rocket, and it achieved a maximum speed of Mach 9.6. So those of you that guessed Charlie, congratulations, you got it right. I just think it's amazing to think through all the engineering problems of both an engine, a scramjet engine, which appears very simplistic, but it's anything but. And also the material science that go into a hypersonic vehicle. As North America learned with the X-15, things get pretty hot at hypersonic speed. Anyway, I thought it was good just to sort through some of the recent advances. I did not mention the Boeing X-37. That's an orbital test vehicle. And that's our mysterious space plane. So I didn't put that in the mix since it's launched by a pretty large rocket booster, actually. And it's a pretty amazing airplane. Anyway, that's the answer, Dale. And I'll just make this my 73 round. And we'll turn it back to you. W5OG NX6RG.
All right, thank you there, Bob, for that. Very interesting, and I guess we'll stick around. Maybe we'll have that on an upcoming question or two. We've already had a question, I think, about that, the mysterious space plane that's upcoming. All right, well, hopefully we'll have one there one of these years. Anyway, thank you again, Bob. I do appreciate the question. A good one. So, and thanks for all you contribute to the net every day. 7-3 for now. All right, let's go. We'll start down let me just take a quick standby for last-minute check-ins. Anybody else who would like to join us as we start the 73 round, call now, W5OG. There's a couple of them in there, but I don't hear them. John, WA6LJS, would you put a call out and see if you can get somebody from the Midwest there for us? WA6LJS, W5OG.
Will call. This WA6LJS relaying for net control. Last call for check-ins, either late members or visitors. Call now. Nothing out west. It's all quiet here. Back to net.
Well, I was hoping that whoever that was calling in would call again, but I guess they didn't. Let me try Bill. W2WLD, put a quick call out there if you wouldn't mind. Bill, W5OG.
Yeah, will do, Dale. This is W2WLD relaying for net control. Last call for check-ins to the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Call now. Nothing but noise here.
Well, there's somebody calling in, but I can't quite make them out. Try one more time. I think perhaps you're hearing me. I don't know. But anyway, the station trying to check in call again, if you don't mind, to W5OG. Oh, Whiskey Golf 7 Bravo, Arizona. Good morning to you. I know you've checked in with us before. WG7B. Give us your name and QTH, over.
Greetings to the day. Name is Chris, Charlie Hotel, Romeo, India, Sierra, Arizona. You're in a beach area and looking out for the morning. Interesting question for sure. Yeah, hypersonic flight is not a trivial but we'll keep trying to figure it out, right? How do you light off a flight that hopefully this is loud enough. WG7B.
Yeah, you're in S7 with me now. I don't know what you did, but you came up nicely there, Chris. So, yes, happy to have you join us this morning, and thank you for checking in. All right, let's go ahead and go through the list for the 73 round. Cliff, W5PIX, you're up for the 73 round there, Cliff, W5OG.
All right, Dale, thank you very much. W5PIX. And, well, we're going through Troy, Texas right now, northbound I-35. And, it started the lemming line anyway, so that was a good guess. And thank you for the question out there in California. It's soggy California, way I understand what you got to do. We were a little soggy down here. Anyways, all right, Dale, thank you. Appreciate everybody being in there today. 25, Papa India, X-ray Mobile.
All right, Cliff, yeah, we'll see you over on Echo Link here shortly. So do we, F5PE. Lee, thank you again for helping with NetLogger. You're up, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG and 5BE. Shut the SDR off so I don't get the echo. I really enjoyed this question, even though I got half of it wrong. Well done, Bob. I really enjoyed this. When I was working at Fort Ord, California, we did a lot of coverage of all over California, Nevada, and Arizona for Army aircraft. So we went TDY quite a bit. And I always enjoyed when things weren't active at Edwards, they would allow us to go through their airspace. And of course, I had my camera ready just in case. But they never had anything on the ramp that was interesting. So maybe I'll get another chance before I check out. Probably not, but I always enjoyed going over there. And for an aviation enthusiast, flying over the dry light bed was just exhilarating. I can't tell you, I was like a kid in a candy store, being able to see it and being there. So that was good stuff. All right, Dale, thanks for taking the net today, and my pleasure to do NetLogger. W5OG and 5B.
Okay, finally, yeah, again, appreciate it very much. All right, let's go to James, KG5PTE, 7-3 round, James, W5OG.
W5OG, KG5PT. Well, I'm going to give my 73s here now, and I'm going to shut off the HF, and I'll have the Echo Link on. I need to go out in the driveway and work on the car's antenna, so I'll have Echo Link out there in the car with me. So thanks for running the net, and I'll catch y'all on Echo Link. 73s, KG5PT.
All right, James, and maybe you'll get a nice question there for Tuesday night's net from Lee there. And for those of you that are interested and don't know about our 40-meter net, we have a 40-meter net on Tuesday nights only. Tomorrow night, then James will be the net control for that. And it starts at 7210, and I guess we'll work our way. We're gonna work our way up since there's another group at 7208 that doesn't want us to interfere with their net. It's very important. All right, let's go to Bill, W2WLD. Thanks, Bill. You got a good answer to your question here this morning. W5OG.
Yeah, even applying the squirrel, right? Thank you, Professor, for the great question. I learned a lot, which is always good. Dale, thank you for filling the breach and taking the net for Bob. I hope he's okay. 73, everybody. Have a great day. W5OG, W2WLD.
All right, Bill, mighty fine. Things are going well there in Scotia for you. You're almost through another winter, so that's good. All right, Lee, W4PUO, and John, WA6LJS. If you bring Lee in for the 73 round, W5OG.
W4PUO, you're up for 73, WA6LJS relay.
WA6LJS, W4PUO. Thank you again, John. And 73 to all the flyers. And very interesting question there, Bob. Appreciate it. 73's Dale, if you're hearing. W4PUO is QRT.
All right, fine, Lee. Yeah, let him know I got him okay there, John.
Yeah, he copied you fine, Lee.
All right, let's move along to Ray. WB2JJO 73 round, Ray at W5OG.
W5OG from WB2JJO. Well, fine business there, Dale, as usual. I learned something about the question. It was a total guess on my part, but it sounded right, so we'll see. We're thankful for that. The sun finally popped out here, so we should have a pretty good day here for the rest of the day. So with that there, let me say 7-3 to all you guys, and we'll catch you further on down the line. W5OG, WB2JJO, 7-3 all.
All right, Ray, mighty fine. Move along to John, W7AJN, 7-3 round, John, W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Thanks for a good net, Dale, and thanks for a good question. Enjoyed the question very much, and it was very interesting to read about it. Good. Good on that question, and certainly hope Bob is okay. Didn't hurt himself too bad. Just one of those things. At our age, a small step in the wrong direction, and you might be find yourself picking yourself up off the floor. So. Hope he didn't have any major problems with that. Just hope and send a prayer up for Bob. And, that's all I got. 7-3, all the clients out there. Make it a wonderful day. They're in charge of it. 7 back to net control.
All right, John. Yeah, I didn't make about it because I really don't know any of the details of what happened, but of course it's still snow and ice up there in Idaho, so it could be related to that. I'm not sure, but yes, I agree that we certainly wish the best for Bob, and hopefully it wasn't all that bad. And we'll keep everybody posted as quick as we get some information. All right, let's go to Russ. K8 Able Foxtrot. I don't know why I keep saying Able. I guess that's just associated with the AF, I suppose. Alpha Foxtrot. Good morning again there, Russ, and you're up for the 73 round, W5OG.
W5OG K8AF. Good. That was a good net today, Dale. Good job, and I liked the question. I thought it was good. I learned a lot. And I hope I can check in on the 40-meter net tomorrow. I got break from classes. The trains ended, so I can I'll be free on Tuesday night. So hopefully I can check in. I hope everyone has a good day, and thank you again for running the net. W5OG K8AF.
All right. Fine, Russ. Thanks for being there. Charlie, K4YEDB, 7-3 round, Charlie, W5OG.
W5OG K4YADB. Well, good net today, Dale. I mean, I was copying just about everybody over here. It was a fun question, even though I didn't get anything right. That's all right. I'll get the next one. But 73, oh, yeah, I hope Bob's doing okay. As soon as you find out something, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you tell us something. But anyway, 7-3s, everybody. Everybody have a good day. Again, I won't be on, of course, I won't be on Equilink. I've got to go to the therapist. 7-3s, everybody. K4YDB, back to net.
All right, Charlie, 7-3 to you. Let's move along to Joe, W5ABI. 7-3 round, Joe, W5OG.
W5OG, W5ABI. Good net, Dale. Do you remember the name of the golf course? There's two main ones, Sonoma Ranch and NMSU, which is the college course, and there's Picacho Hills, which is a country club. Do you remember the name of that course?
No, the one I played was just the one that's on the east side of town, if that makes sense. So we were there at an RV rally, Joe, and that's been 5 years probably, or 6, I don't know. It's been a while, but I do remember playing that course. It seemed to me like it's just off of the interstate to the east side there of town there. Does that make sense, Joe?
Yeah, it's NMSU golf course. Yeah, it's right off the freeway there. Anyhow, 73, thanks for running the net. W5OG, W5ABI.
Kilowatt Foxtrot 0, Oscar, Kilowatt Oscar, Southwest Wyoming.
Somebody in Wyoming there, stand by just a minute if you would. Well, let's see. Let me go ahead and get you since you're there. You may be mobile or something. Who's the 0 in Wyoming? Call again, please, W5OG.
This is Kilowatt Foxtrot 0, Oscar, Kilowatt Oscar, located in Marbleton, Wyoming.
All right, Kilo Foxtrot 0, Oscar, Kilo Oscar. We're in our 73 round for the Air Force's Flyers Club net there. Is it Brian? Is that correct, over?
QSL. What's your guys' QTH?
The guys down here, where I am, we're located in East Texas, about 100 miles east of Dallas. Now, it shows that Dickinson, North Dakota. That's not your QTH, Brian?
No, and I'm in the process of getting my QSL changed to Marbleton, Wyoming.
Okay, mighty fine. I've been to Dickinson, North Dakota. I know right where that is. I don't know where Marbleton, Wyoming is. Can you give me directions to one of the known cities there in Wyoming there, Brian, over?
I'm actually south of Jackson Hole, 80 miles roughly, due south of Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Okay, well, that's a beautiful part of the state there. All right, mighty fine, Brian. Anything else for the Air Force's Flyers Club net this morning, over?
No, I just wanted to check. Didn't realize this was a net. I wanted to get on the radio and do a little talking, so appreciate you guys letting me get in there, and I'll stick around for the 7-3 round there for you.
Okay, well, this is the 73 round, so we do appreciate your checking in, Brian. We're on every day, so come back and join us when you can. Do you have any aviation or military experience, Brian, over?
No, I do not. I am only in the fire service, that's all, just a firefighter.
Okay, yeah, you're light now. You're fading out with me there. So anyway, thanks for checking in, and 7-3 to you, Brian. Have a good day, and come back. Like I say, we're on every day. John, WA6LJS, over to you for the 73 round. John, W5OG.
Okay, thank you, Dale. W5OG, WA6LJS. Good net today. Only need the SDR on a couple stations. Everybody's doing good here. 73's nice question, and I'm planning on doing my net tomorrow, but if I feel like I'm feeling now, I may need a sub, but we'll see how things go. And I think I'm going to go back to bed. This cold is getting me down here. Anyway, 73, W5OG, WA6LJS.
Yeah, fine, John. Just shoot me a text or something and let me know if you'd like to have a replacement, and we'll fix that up for you, no problem. I'll cover it, or Lee, or somebody will step up. Maybe Bob, K2FJP. Anyway, let us know there, John. And I certainly do hope that you get feeling better quickly. So, yeah, take it easy today and get over that cold. All right, Mike, KQ6E, 7-3 round, Mike, W5OG.
W5OG, and it goes KQ6E. Good to hear everybody this morning. Good signals today, so can't complain about hearing just about everybody except, like I say, the usual suspects. So, anyway, we'll look forward till tomorrow, and we'll see what we can do. So, everybody take care, and degrees, and have a good day. W5OG, and
all right, mighty fine there, Mike, and yeah, I hope that your wife continues to improve there. All right, let's try Dan, the KD4UMU. Dan, thanks for joining us this morning. You're up for the 73 round, W5OG.
All right, very good. W5OG from KD4UMU running on exciter power over here. Have the amplifier turned off. But anyway, thanks for letting me check in with you guys there today, Dale, and really do appreciate it. And hopefully you can hear me on the low power here. But we've got the antenna pointing in your direction, so I'm assuming that, well, maybe we can. Anyway, you guys have a great day out there. 73 from Kentucky, W5OG from KD4UMU.
All right, Dan, mighty fine, and yeah, you're still S9 with me. With that long periodic works well for you there, for sure. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and enjoyed you being a part of our net. So come back and join us when you can. Check out the website, airforcesflyersclub.org. Let's see, November 0, Sierra Oscar Papa. I don't remember if we got you initially through the list or not. I don't remember that as a guest. If you're there, you're up for the 73 round, W5OG.
Dale, he shows checked out on the AIM window.
Yeah, I see that. I think I mentioned that initially. All right, fine. Thank you, Lee. All right. WX7 Lima 7-3 round, W5OG. Okay, Art. Mighty fine, and yeah, well, maybe we'll see you over on Echolink. We'll conclude here just shortly and go over to Echolink for a quick after the net there on Echolink. Let's see. Let's move along to Bob, W7 ASH 7-3 round there, Bob, W5OG. Okay, Bob. Yeah, he did have cataract surgery. I don't know if that's contributing to his problem there with this fall or not. Hopefully not, but I don't know at this point. I don't know any of the details, unfortunately. But anyway, thank you for asking about that, and thanks for checking in this morning. Let's move along to Brian, WB5DRI, 7-3 round, Brian, W5OG.
Yeah, W5OG, WB5DRI. Well, good net, Dale. Thanks again for getting us all in there. I forgot to mention that last night when I went out to put the car in the garage, I smelled the smoke from the crabapple fire that's central Texas, I guess. It's north of San Antonio by quite a bit, but anyway, the dry conditions and the fires around, there's several of them burning around Texas, and some of them are partially put out and some of them are not. But anyway, we hope that our prayers for all those firefighters and folks affected by those fires. And I want to thank Brian there for his service in the fire service in Wyoming there. And he was about 5'6", 5'7" with me here in San Antonio this morning from Wyoming. Anyway, 73s, everybody, and I should be over on Echolink for a few minutes. Everybody have a great day out there. Thanks again, Dale, W5OG, WB5DRI, back to net. Good day, everybody.
All right, Brian, mighty fine, yeah. Thank you for that, and for the comments about that. I had not heard about the crabapple fire there. Anyway, we'll keep an eye on that for you. That we've had some of that dust that came as a result of those big winds that we had last week. But we're not as far as I know, no smoke out here in East Texas. So 7-3, Brian. Thank you. All right, let's go to Chris at WG7B in Tempe. Chris, 7-3 round, W5OG.
Okay, Flyers, yeah, okay. Well, thanks for letting me join in. I always enjoy the aviation news here. I'm an aerospace engineer guy, so always fascinated with high-speed flights. For those that might be interested, the latest and greatest technology that Pratt Whitney is working on is rotating destination combustion, which if you go on their website or put it in Google, I'm sure they'll illustrate it to you in a plane that actually rotates in a circular pattern, and that's supposedly. I don't claim to fully understand it myself, but for those that are fascinated with supersonic combustion and different types of jet engine combustion, read up on it. So back to net, and we'll wish everybody a happy safe G7B.
Yeah, Chris, what was the engine there that you were talking about? If you were going to Google it, what do we put in there? Over.
Research laboratory, I believe, it's up in the Connecticut area.
Well, very interesting, Chris. Thank you for that. Yeah, we'll look it up. 7-3. All right, that's the bottom of the list. Maybe just take a quick standby and see if we have any last-minute comments. Did I miss anyone or anybody that might have a comment before we close the net? Call now, W5OG. Well, we got lots of tuner-uppers, so we're going to go ahead and close the Air Force's Flyers Club net. We appreciate all the participation for certain and good comments. Thanks to Bob at X6RG for a good question, and to everyone for participating this morning. This is W5OG now closing the Air Force's Flyers Club net for this Monday morning. Everybody have a great St. Patrick's Day and a good week. W5OG is clear.